Hello, everybody. Welcome to a live stream. It's been a long time. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to stream again. It's been a long time. And what are we doing today? Today we are going to try to come back to draw. Try to come back to drawing. It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been a couple of weeks since the last time I did any drawings. In the last drawing I did was back in before the beginning of August. I did some figure drawings, some live drawing before like mid-August, and I haven't done much. So what I want to do today is that I want to go back again, to come back to drawing, and I thought that maybe the best way to do this is to draw on top of all the things that I have already drawn. If I tell you the truth, I want to say the truth, but I find myself the best way to come back to do any kind of drawing is to draw very loosely, is to draw without the intention of making something complete or jumping into a big illustration. I find that it's always a lot of work to do that. And I know we also have that issue. Overall, trying to find some reference for the character. This is Marcial from Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious in Dungeon. And I did this figure drawing 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Yeah. And yeah, I'm trying to find that proper reference. I should have done that before jumping here, but it doesn't take that long. Yeah, this is fine. Well, I don't have any music on this live stream. You are free. Feel free to add your own music. I think it's the best way. I'll have my own music here. I don't want to have any problems with like copyright or anything like that. So yeah. Hopefully, oh, there you go. I need to see the multi-string. I'm getting some of the comments. I have a bunch of like blue indigo pencils that I use during these figure drawings. So I want to confirm that you guys can see me both on Twitch and on YouTube. Is YouTube alive, guys? Show me the way. Show me the way. I can talk in Japanese. Sorry, in English. Okay, multi-screen. There you go. Hi. Let me check YouTube. I don't want to be like doing this and then YouTube is not even working. can't see my stuff. YouTube. Copy my channel. And there, 49 people watching. All right. Yes, I usually don't know. Sometimes I need to fix something with my settings here, so there's no problem with the video. I just don't know exactly how I should change this. Stream video output. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I see. So I'm gonna try to put 4,000. Hey, how you doing, guys? Yeah, like I said, I haven't done any drawings for a while. Out. I got a little bit burned out of drawing from the conventions that I have done. I have been drawing a lot of covers in the past, or work related to Street Fighter, and while I love that, is I feel I want to just draw my own thing, but at the same time, I've been working out to get my back in shape, and sitting for hours, it's always like, you know, I need to like have a good balance between that. But coming back to the question, I like drawing in different materials. This depends on like what's the mood, right? I like drawing my little sketchbooks on ideas, or doing some doodles and stuff like that. It's a good way to escape. Stuff is a little bit out of focus. Let me see. To adjust. Ugh. That looks good now. Yeah, guys, you can ask me. Oh, I dropped my jaw. Is it jaw dropping? Jaw dropping. I tend to. I'll get that jaw. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. Like I was saying, I like working with traditional, digital. I think having a variety is always good. If you work all the time with the same tools, you feel comfortable with those tools, which is great. You have to find the tools that you feel comfortable, but at the same time, why like try to like find other tools, like try to experiment, try to find other ways of drawing, try like certain tools that will make you draw. Sometimes you end up drawing like differently than you actually would in general using a different tool. You find like your drawings have a different style or a different vibe, especially if you use ink, heavy ink. So that will tell you that how can I manage a bunch of black ink on these drawings. So that's part of like keeping it fresh. Maybe you find a different style of drawing just because you use different tools. And when I do these drawings, I don't try to do something really clean, beautiful, or whatever. I'm just trying to warm up my hand. Yeah, I forgot how to draw. Like I feel like I have forgotten how to draw. So I like to do these kind of shapes, even though they don't mean anything. They have a nice flow. So connecting, it's like going to the gym, you know. You have to connect again the mind, the muscle, and connect that find again that flow, find again that momentum. Um, Definitely, I wouldn't push it because it's like the same when you go to the gym and then or you try something new. Sometimes it comes back again. It's like, oh, I remember all the steps, but then later you feel like sore or something is a struggle. So that's why like doing at least this is just everything is just my opinion. By the way, this is my YouTube channel. So just a little bit of opinions. You don't have to follow anything of what I said, but these are the things that work for me, or at least I try to put into practice when I'm coming back from like a long time of no drawing. Some people say, well, you draw all the time, you draw every day, how many times you draw a week? That's like when you're active. I don't think about that. Before I would do like 2-3 hours a day, non-stop, but now I find myself these days actually not even wanting to sit down and draw anything. I don't know. I think it's good to take a break from drawing and do something else. Go and experiment or have like a different experience, and when you come back you're really excited to try or to put things into your drawings that you have seen. And these are kind of like doodling. This is the real doodles. I don't know. I'm not drawing any character. I'm not drawing any figure. Nothing complicated with anatomy. Just that. New book. Definitely next year is gonna be the year of the book. I think it's overdue. Very, very overdue. It is time to bring the book. Time to do it for real. I did skateboards, I did stickers, desk mats this year, and definitely need to get on the book. Time to put all the stuff that I have done in a nice full color book, so people can collect them and all that. Yeah, so this is what I do. When I have insomnia, I cannot fall asleep, and I try to sleep. I cannot sleep. I tend to come here in like 3 a.m. and I am not falling asleep, and I take my little sketchbook and I do things like this. This is like what I like to do. Plants, things like have like a nice flow, nice. It's nothing in specific, just lines. This was more for like when I was recently in Burning Man, so some character design, some kind of rave girls. So I'm probably gonna do that. Some little loose drawings of things. Don't think too much. I don't want to think too much about composition, or it has to be cool and all that shit. Have I ever tried animation? Yes, I did animation. I did the basics of animation. I have done, back in the day I did flash animation. Then I did some 2D animation. Not like a full scene or anything. I also did storyboarding. So that's great, because you have to know how to move different parts of the figure, and it's great when you're like drawing and then you can imagine the next frame where the leg or the arm is moving. Mentorships, I'm not doing any kind of mentorships or classes. I should do something about that. I'm just being really like chill, probably too chill, but it's okay. I don't have to be grinding all the time, drawing and doing things, which I'm happy. I don't have to do that. So right now I'm drawing just because I want to draw, not because I need to draw for some kind of jobs or anything. So I'm pretty grateful. I've been doing this for a long time right now, like 20 years. So I'm in a good position. So right now I don't need to be drawing all the time. And yeah, I think it's good to take a break, like a really long break. It's okay. Maybe you want to do something else. Yeah, But it's good to try to get back to that rhythm of drawing. I used to draw a lot all the time on my sketchbooks and people and things, and I was really excited. Right now, not that much, to be honest. Um, I don't know. I guess my the things that I like have changed a little bit, or yeah, got worse. Got bored a little bit of things. I think that happens a lot if you only draw for work, or you do something repeatedly for a long time. But the good thing is that it's not that you completely forget how to draw, because after drawing for so long, my brain already have certain lines, certain things that he likes to do that finds pleasing, certain flow of lines, and that will always come back. Yeah, so I'm warming up. I really don't care if this is good or if it's bad. I don't care. I just it's like riding the bicycle, first steps, moving forward. I have a bunch of figure drawings that I did recently from like in the mid August. There was this model friend, and she did this Marcial from Delicious in Dungeon cosplay figure drawing, and she's always so good. So that's why I wanted to. I went there and I had a blast drawing her, and sometimes you have to find something that will reconnect. And right now I'm doing this not because I feel like I need to go back and draw, like people are waiting, or the that pressure of like posting in social media or anything like that. I'm trying to not to I'm not too thinking about in any of that, because it's not worth to be thinking about it like so much, especially these days. How social media is working is kind of strange. Um, okay, let me see what you guys say here. What do you think about AI? I don't want to talk about AI. Fucking done with AI. Are you going to be a live box this October? Oh, is this October? This October? Which day? Which day is the show? Can you tell me? I remember watching you when I was 13. So how old are you now? Love your YouTube tutorials. Yeah, I need to do more. Put more on that. Ray, ¿cómo vamos aquí? Andamos con Ray Sama. Bueno, muy bien. Echando pelis. Un saludo. Any tips for a total beginner? I don't know. Just draw what you like. Know what people are doing. Know what people think is like popular. If you like what is popular, then do it, because that's a great source. You just draw something that you will like to. Do you feel like you're interested in? And try not to compare too much to other people. When you're starting, or even when you're a full professional, it's very easy to go to social media and start comparing to some other artist that is doing a big project, or his stuff went to like animated shows, and so don't think that you have to fit somewhere really like straight, like as soon as you start drawing. As long as you like it, but and you are willing to learn the fundamentals, then it should be pretty fine. It should be okay. These are I probably should do some gesture drawings here. From the level that I did, it already had like a kind of like a skeleton, so you have to put on top the muscles, and it was a whole week just doing the arms, the legs, like putting all the stuff together. I took that level 1, level 2, and then level 3 of anatomy with the sculptures, and that was like a really eye-opening workshop that I did. like seeing things in 3D and seeing where you place stuff, even if you don't know exactly everything, it will click. It helped me also to, at the same time that I was doing that, I will walk to my workshop with this little like information of all the muscle names, and try to remember the muscles, not as a challenge, just to like name them as you place them. So when you place the muscle in the sculpture, it kind of like, you're like, oh, this is the latissimus dorsi, this is the rhomboids. I remember some because the names are very kind of unique. So the rhomboids, or the shoulder, like the heads of the shoulder, and the deltoids and the triceps, and how it connects to the back, and radiobrachialis muscles, and then you get to know like, okay, this muscle goes like this, and you're like, okay, this is the radiobrachialis muscle. No, I don't know all of this stuff. The ones are like for the fingers. I don't know. So you and some of them are like shapes that are like, what is that shape? And then by naming them, some artist says like, oh, you don't need to name all the muscles of the body because you actually don't need it. That's just like, that could be certain. If you want to be more ignorant and do that, especially at the beginning, it's hard to remember the muscles. But if you put time to do the anatomy and also do drawings, you have to have a balance. You cannot have a diet of like, every day I'm gonna do 3,000 or like 5,000 or whatever. Like, I don't know, like let's say 10 drawings of like chest every day. Unless you have a way of thinking about it, like, okay, this muscle is called this, and it goes from here to this. You have to be mindful of the shape and where is it placed or what it is. At the beginning, I think it's easy just to draw the overall shape of the chest. So let me see if I find a. Let me see if I find a page. Is the mic cutting off? Damn, dude, I need to find a way to. I need a professional that comes here. Think about that shape, and then. Yeah, you do that. Right. Don't try to. I don't try to put like a lot of like stylistic choices here yet. But then there will be things that start like clicking, right? So I don't. When I think about the chest, I think about the whole section of the pectorals and the shoulders because I see it more as a unit. So, and then like I think this step is so important because you're laying on the paper the shape of it, you know. If you start drawing like I was gonna do, just the chest, and then start to like put the pieces together, you have to really have like a good space. You have to have all of this in your head, so you can do this. This is like what the Kim Jong-ji cult does, right? So they think in their head about this, and then they just put the lines where they are. I wouldn't jump here for a beginner. I would just do here, and then later you can do your lines. You can make it as organic or as a caricature-esque as you want. There are certain line marks, things that are straight lines, things that are more like loose, right? And you actually don't need to like draw all the muscles, but it's good to know because you know what? It's good to know most of the muscles, like because when the torso in a more advanced way of like talking, this goes with the nipples here. Is that when this body starts rotating, then some muscles starts appearing. Like if I do with my hand and something starts to disappear and other things starts to show, like now my other finger is showing But if you don't know exactly that at this point this finger is going to show, you'll get confused. So if you really know the structure, you're going to know, oh, that's the little finger that is coming on the other way, or like that shape that is in here below is that muscle, or is that section of anatomy, because you have to know like in different angles how that it will look. I don't know if it's useful, but yeah, it's time to go back and restart drawing. Let's restart your drawing. So I'm gonna, these are for like figure drawing. So I'm going to, I'm gonna put some stuff on here on top. Please let me know if you find that the live stream right. So as a beginner, I'll say draw for fun, draw the things you like, have some time for yourself for learning. Don't spend all your day training or like learning how to draw certain things. If you're really like struggling with something, yes. If you're passionate about it, then you can learn as much as you want. That's the thing. As a beginner, you have to find that balance. Like I enjoy learning because I really needed to learn how to draw things, and I really was passionate at the time learning. Still passionate about it learning, but I was in that mood. Oh, I want to learn. I'm excited about like learning how to do this. I didn't see it as a, oh man, I have to draw every day and I have to do this. Oh my god! It's like if you start seeing things as a chore, then you're not gonna have fun. And that's why I probably didn't. That's why I stopped for a while, or like drawing. And I would say it's a while for me. It's like a month, right? Because I'm like, I don't think I'm having a good time here, or I think I just don't want to do this for a while, like, Yeah, I don't want to do this for a while. Let's see, look at this mechanical. I don't want to do this for a while. So give yourself that time too, as well. So everything is about balance. The problem is that you really have to have the courage to come back again. Like I'm coming back. I could have just said, I also not gonna draw today. But I have a commitment with my Patreons, so I have to go back. I have to do my drawings. I have to do my thing, and I could spend some time here. So I enjoy the learning part. I really enjoy learning, discovering things that once you apply to your drawing and you use them, you see the progress, and that to me, that's exciting. So even now, I always like to learn something new or try something new. It's kind of blurry. Go worst. So, and I also have my times where, since I was like really inspired and really wanted to draw, like unhook into drawing, I will for sure spend so many hours. Like right now, I'm an old dog, but not old. But like I've been drawing for a while. But when I was like way younger, I would spend hours sitting and painting and drawing and so excited, and right. I still do that, but probably my okay, hide box. Live box is live box. October 24, 26. I might be here. I mean, it's in Pasadena, so I don't mind going there. It's good to go and see the younger artists, being able to meet their YouTube legends, their artists, their idols, and they're really passionate drawing their things. I love seeing that because it reminds me I was there a long time ago, 2013, I guess. Just really excited about the animation industry. I had my time. I went there. I did it. It's good to go and connect. But if I don't go, that'll be fine too. If I'm around town, I'll go. I just kind of feel like an outsider, to be honest. Like, Lightbox is cool, but I don't feel like I belong in that kind of. That's not my crowd. I think my crowd is more like fighting games. I think animation studios and all that vibe. I like going because I know people there, and it's always good to see friends and stuff. But I really don't think I belong into the industry. Like, I don't think I belong into that group of people. I do my own stuff, but don't think that many hours a day when I have to finish some kind of artwork or I'm in the zone. When I'm in the zone, guys, I can just go for hours. Fine. It's like with everything, right? Oh yes, I draw every day for 6 hours a day, and for about half an a year. When I was around 20 years old, then I burned out. I never end up really getting into it again. Yeah, you gotta have a balance. You had a balance. You have to get a balance. That's something I noticed a lot with me, like through the years doing commissions and stuff like that. I like commissions are never ending, man. This is something that never ends. I like how she did the legs. She's so good. She's really good of a model. I'll put her name in social media when I finish this. I'm doing great, but like I said, you have to have balance. You really have to like it. And one thing, you can draw as a hobby. You don't have to become a professional. You don't have to be a big professional doing all of these things. It's a lot of work anyway. But you don't have to. You have to if you want to draw and learn and do your doodles and everything. It's always an outlet for creativity to meditate. It's a big nice meditation that you can do, and it's great. Like, you don't need to be an artist or like a full artist. You're already gonna be an artist once you draw something. That doesn't mean that you have to be in a certain level. Some people want to get to a certain image of somebody. Let's say. I don't want to even say names, but yeah, let's say you really like this person, but then in the middle of the journey, then you find, yeah, I'm actually not that person. I like it, but now I feel like I am this person, and you change and you adapt. So if you feel like you're getting stuck because you are trying to reach a certain person or a certain level of something and you're like burning out, maybe that's not your path. Maybe something more like a cartoonish is your vibe. Maybe something more realistic is your vibe. But you have to take time to experiment. Commissions are great. It depends on the level you are. I did so many commissions in the past. Now I don't do that many. I still have some to do. What I did is that at conventions, I'll think about commissions not as a well. It helped me to think about. I think about them as I was gonna able to pay hotels, meals, cost of the conventions. If I still do that. If I go to a convention, the convention is slow. I'm not making enough money. And like, if I do some commissions and I can pay for a little bit of my hotel, my food, then I'm set. So that's one way of thinking. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this because it's like recovering the money, and also I'll do them as a practice. This is like a workout. If the convention is slow and boring, I will do commissions, and I will be drawing and talking to my friends and getting as many commissions done. And that was a good training. Like how many drawings I can do a day for commissions. My prices back then were like lower, so even if my drawing was not that good, I wouldn't feel bad. I was like, at the time, I think like, oh, give me $50-$60. I'll do you a quick drawing, whatever it is. So the commitment was not like, oh, this guy paid a lot of money, now I have to make an amazing illustration, and then you put a lot of pressure on yourself. But if you lower the risk, okay, today I'm gonna make it cheaper, and then because I just want to doodle and then do quick sketches, then you have that training, and then you build from that. So you have to learn how to draw quick, and how to take your time, and then how to draw like slower and with intention. Yeah, making a living with commissions is something. It's a lot of work. Maybe because I do again. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I did so many commissions. I don't want to fuck up this feed. I remember getting commissioned once, which was weird since I'm more of a commissioner than an artist, but it was pretty fun. Oh yeah, it's fun. I mean, I don't wanna sound like but probably I'm sounding like that, but fuck it. I got some cool commission. That's another thing, that you can get some weird random ass characters, and that's like, well, I never drawn that, so I'm gonna draw that. But if somebody asks me again to draw Chun-Li, I'm like, oh man, how many fucking times I'm gonna draw Chun-Li? I like drawing Chun-Li, don't get me wrong, but you need variety. It's like eating the same meal every day. You wanna get something different, right? Yeah, this feet should be in a little bit in the shade. This little piece of the leg. Shade. The shade. And these are great drawings. These are figure drawings. And the good thing about them is that I didn't have enough time to finish, but I did the whole structure, so now I can complete them in my time. So that's what I do, especially with short poses. Just get all the information. If I know I'm gonna have struggle with the hands, like the hands here, I'm struggling. So because I probably didn't put everything, but I did put the fingers though. Put the lines of each of the fingers. So you have to keep the flow and do a little bit here. Doing the nails is always a great thing to, even though I know she doesn't have nails like that, it doesn't matter. I never got commissioned, to be honest. All the people who asked turned to be out. Oh yeah, no, I think when I talk about commissions, I'm talking about commissions at conventions. Talking about commissions at conventions, right? That's a good way to build fans that wants to, fans, followers, customers, whatever you want to call. I would call them supporters. They're definitely gonna support your ass. And yeah, if somebody do a commission, you do a commission for somebody, you get the information, and that's important. Get the information of the people who you commission, if they're happy with your commission and everything. Just get the information down and build your mini database, and send them an email later on if you are really looking to make some commissions. And if you already build like trust a little bit from some commissions that you did and they like it, you can always say, hey, I did some commissions for you at this convention. Right now my commissions are open if you want to, like. And they're like, oh yeah, I really love this guy's work, what he did. Can I get a commission for you again? And then it turns into that rhythm, right? So don't be afraid to reach back again to the people that have done commissions for you. I have Patreons who have been with me for a long time. I don't know if this is the right thing. This is a mess. Too much work. Leave it for later. Right? So build your database, build your friends, build your supporters. Even if it's one, even if it's two, even if it's three, it's fine. You don't need to have like crazy amount of people like following you or be like, I'm so popular. Like I don't care about that. I really don't care about that. As long as you have like a good amount of people that supports you through the years, and that's something that I have, and I'm so grateful. So if you can build that, then you're done. You're set. You're set with your things, because they're gonna get your back. But you have to be responsible. You have to be professional. I get some water. I'm trying to improve my works looking realistic. I'm trying to improve my works. That I guess they are looking realistic, rigid. In terms of gesture, would it be worth looking into stuff like Mathesis, Force, or general animation? Yeah, 100%. If your stuff is looking stiff, just do flowy lines. That's why my drawings are like that. They're very like flowy and chunky, and they have like some flow. I like to just practice doing things like that, like trying some shapes, draw some grapes too. Try something with rhythm, something that flows, something that makes your hand, your whole thing to like move, like get the sense of like movement with your hand and with the lines that you do. And even if you like pass, it's fine. You can like just do the line and just do the line, and then just do the whole gesture thing. That's so, for me, I love that. And that's why my drawings are not that stiff, I believe. Right? I like to think about things like flow. Even when I did this, you do something like this. I don't know if you're gonna finish this, but like maybe it's getting stiff, but you wanna like figure out the rest. So try to get a nice gesture line. Try to like that's why I like this paper, because you can do lines, you can like experiment, maybe like do something like this, like like lines that flow, right? Think about a direction. The wind is coming up. Think about some leaves. Think about things that are like floaty. Think about the hand, maybe casting a spell. Think about like how tall this person is, and maybe a little bit like up here, right? So be open to correct. Be open to like let this stuff. This is a great exercise. Just like let flow that shit. Do some lines, to feel that, and then you build from top of that. Sometimes it happens like see that gesture like going down there. I can see them already, and I did it. So and also the staff pumping up. Probably she needs to be like this. So it's good to play with the drawings, and even if it goes like this, and you're like, oh, I wanna make this clean, then just take a photo, work in Photoshop, or like trace it. Let's finish this. Okay, let me see your questions. What is the best time to post in social media? From what I have learned, social media, to me, I live in California, so take that into consideration. Your location is important. So the best time to post on social media, to me, is around lunchtime or in the morning. You can post in the morning earlier. So when people wake up, they start checking their phone, and they're gonna go to have a break at lunch, they're gonna check their phone. Or when they go home and they are relaxing, they're gonna like lay on the bed and they're gonna check social media. So if you post like around 3 p.m., people are really busy. People are doing stuff. People are definitely not checking the phone to see your stuff, unless they have notifications. So that will be a good time. To me, the best times to post days is probably not a Monday. Not a Monday. I wouldn't put Monday. Sunday sometimes will surprise you. So let's go by days. Let's make this a video for YouTube. Hello YouTube. Let's do. Okay, let's go again. Hello YouTube. Let's break down the best days to post on social media. So let's start with Monday. Monday is a day that I wouldn't post that much content. People are starting the week. People are getting into the rhythm of the week. They already have a time to chill Sunday, so they are into busy mode. Maybe during the night, maybe around 6 p.m. It's a good time. Tuesday is a prime day. People are getting used already to the week. They're checking the mails. They're getting to the routines. Wednesday is a great day. Wednesday is always good. So I'll say Wednesday is a great day, same as Tuesday. Especially you get more momentum if you do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or if you do Tuesday and Thursday. Those are great days. Wednesday is great. I think more people are open to check they're already into the routine, and they will check again to see if you post something. If you have stories, that definitely will work for Wednesday. Maybe you post some stories on Monday, see how's the vibe, and then you start like building momentum through the week. Wednesdays a great day. Then Thursdays again a great day. We are in the middle of the week, prime time for people who are busy. You will think like, oh, during the weekend, but people are doing stuff during the weekend. So I'll say during that time is great. Friday is still good. Probably like lunchtime, midday is a good time. In the afternoon, I will doubt it because people Friday do stuff. People go with friends, if you have friends, and they have some drinks, or they go out, or there's some activities, or people get together, or watch a movie. So things are happening Friday, and I wouldn't say it's a good day. I would say it's okay. So don't be surprised if nothing happened. Saturday, depends on the Saturday, what people are actually doing. If there's like a holiday or some sort, if there's some big event, like, I don't know, here the Super Bowl, or some big event that is happening, then I will refrain not to post anything. If there's like a convention, I'll try not to post that much stuff during conventions because everybody is posting stuff, so all the feeds are full with stuff, right? So you want to post days before the show and days after the show. You can post from the show too, it's fine, but I think if you want like maximum like viewers or like eyes on your stuff, definitely do it before the show. People are like posting as well from the show, putting social media, putting all this stuff is great. Then after the show or convention or whatever it is, it's good because people want to remember what happened, what do they miss from the shows that they went or they wanted to go but they couldn't go. So they want to see videos of like people like breaking down whatever happened in the convention, like walking through my booth or whatever. People want to consume some of that content after the show, but don't wait like too long for that because then the momentum passes. People don't care too much about the post. It's like if I start like talking about Anime Expo that happened like 2 months ago, people are like, well, I kind of lost already track of that. And then Saturday, like I said, depends on the show, depends on how it is. You can try it maybe. I wouldn't say no. Sunday, I think is a good day. Like today is great. I have a good amount of people. People are chilling in their houses. People don't have to go places. People are doing chores. People are cleaning. People are practicing some drawing. People are playing games. Some people have more time. Maybe they're with their family, so they can check a little bit of the stream. Some people are really like having fun and putting time on their hobbies. So Sunday I think it's a great day. Saturday, it depends. If you have a crowd of people that they know that you're gonna be on time, let's say at a certain time, people they're gonna take their time to do it, especially for live streams. So that's for content posting. I say like Instagram, right? So that will be the thing. So you have to think about like what is your main demographic and where they belong. which countries. Check out. Mine's America and some of Europe, a little bit of Japan. So sometimes when I post really late at night, over there is during the day. So if you have people, you can also schedule posts. So you already have like you can schedule some posts and build them and blah blah blah. So yeah, this stuff should be like blah, 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 all the way here, kind of like a tangent here. I don't like. Let's do this ruler thing instead of like. This is why I use my Apple Pencil Pro. So there you have it. Those are the things that you should post on social media, according to me. Check your demographics. Check the people that also post at what times they're posting, and don't sweat it too much. If you feel like you want to post it now, do it. Just don't put it like in a weird time, like 2 a.m. Everybody's sleeping. When you wake up, like, I'll be like, oh, well, I didn't get that many people like looking at my stuff. To me, when I post during the day, or a little bit in the afternoon, I know in Europe they're sleeping, so by the time they wake up, my stuff is gonna be there and probably they're gonna see it. So I see a wave coming from Europe, especially when I'm selling my merch and my stuff. So that's me, right? それは私の経験です。俺の経験です。Yeah. Also, it's good for me when I'm doing coming back to draw back to drawing is to do the silhouette. I like to do this. I like to do the silhouette because you're thinking about shape, thinking about the shape design of this. You can like really carve. You can really see the silhouette like showing there. Maybe you need to break the shapes here. It's like reinforcing. You can redesign a little bit things. Maybe this little section is not coming out too much. Just let it come out more. Maybe here it needs to be a little bit like up. Maybe it needs to have a little bit of the fold so it goes behind the hand. Shape design. Shape silhouette design. Silhouette design. Silhouette design. That's why I like to do that kind of thick edge or border or silhouette, because I can really find things. Okay. Let me see. You guys are talking to me and I've been telling you about stuff. 9 a.m. works for me in Canada. Yeah, exactly. I was rewatching characters through live drawing techniques. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Hey Ray, I'm following your tips and defining proportions, but I'm unsure if I should use a thin brush for a structure or a thick brush for overall shapes. I always like thick. I always like thick lines, but you don't need to be like bold and really go dark. You can have a thick line by tilting your pencil and then having a big thick line there, right? Very subtle. You don't need to go too dark. And then as you are confident, you can like press more, and then you're like, okay, this is my line, and then that's it. So you can go soft and do the lines. There are lines here that they don't make too much sense. Like the silhouette is fine, but I'm not cleaning this. But then I can erase, I can clean it. You know, sometimes it's good not to touch things too much if you're gonna do it in your the computer later on. Maybe you want something like an eraser and get rid of some of these like lines, make them a little bit lighter. You know, sometimes some lines are really annoying, so get rid of that. You see, I did a line there that I shouldn't. Put a little bit of blush. because she looks cute. She looks cute with the lines. A little bit of shadow on that ear. Still focus. I think it's a little bit unfocused. No. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Thick brushes make me more creative with composition. Yeah, use some thick brushes, something that you can erase. While thin brushes give you more control and cleaner. Yeah, exactly. This is how I draw my gestures. Like I do my gestures like this. Hold the pencil like this, and it goes smooth, go smooth, go smooth, and I do my construction. And then when I really want to like focus, I probably like go a little bit, add more pressure. And then when I'm like, okay, this is what I need, and then I flip it and I use another. I grab the pencil like a real pencil, and then you're like, you put your line there. So I like to change the grip. Right? I don't know what is this, but you know. So like you flip it and you change it, and because you do this, your pencil is gonna be sharp. If you do this a lot, you're sharpening your pencil, so by the time you turn it, you get a really thin, beautiful line. Mr. Quintero, what do you do to get so good at drawing fat men? All my stuff based on bones, raw muscle. I paint it with skin tones and say skin. You just draw chubby girls for years. Well, that's the other thing. You have to know. You have to draw kind of bodies, right? I have a lot of thick, sexy women, all kinds of sexy girl. So I think you have to know when to. You have to draw like chubby girls. I have some chubby girls somewhere, and you know it's like if you practice some of that, then when you draw, you don't see anything there. Let's do this. So yeah, if you draw like a female form like this, let's say this is a torso, very very sexy, or whatever, or use a regular. Then you have to like, you know, make sure that maybe she has a little bit of a belly, maybe there's a little bit more folds in the back, maybe some things get a little bit chubby in the waist, maybe the body is more like it has more of this bigger shape in the hips, and that also go for the other side, and maybe the fat is hanging a little bit from the knee, from the top of the knee, right? And then maybe she has even a bigger belly, and the breasts are a little bit like more like resting on her body, right? Because they're heavy, so they're resting there. Also helps if you're fat. I mean, I say it because I've been fat for a long time, so when I see myself in the mirror, it's like a fucking belly. So you can see it. You're like, yeah, okay, I see how this shit hangs in there, man. Right, like here on the armpits, like you do like this, and it's like chunky here. Well, that chunkiness should also be here too, right? And the arms tend to be like bigger on the back for women, for guys too, right? and also the head is more like rounded, and you know, the thing, thicker necks. Probably if the arm is raised up, then the skin is gonna go down. And I call it fat because it's fat deposits, right? And the hand. I mean, this is from like whatever imagination as I'm explaining, right? Okay. Do you earn by posting pictures of? I don't earn anything by posting on Instagram. I just let people know that my work is there and they can get it in my shop. Which now you can get it in my shop. I just did a new launch of new merch. A lot of cool stickers, a lot of cool stuff is on my website right now. I did it last week, actually. No, this week, Wednesday. I did a launch, and I made live a bunch of products, a bunch of like stickers, posters, cool stuff. So 123 rake.art, and then you can go and check it out. There's some cool stuff there. Like some things are like running out. Oh, thank you for that. Okay. Blah, blah, thick lines, safe lines. What brand of sharpener is that? This is a German. I don't know if it's a German brand, but I bought it in Germany. It's called Dale. You cannot do that. Dale. It's nice. I think they have bigger ones, smaller ones. German stuff, high quality, perfect. I like this. The reason I bought this because I had an electric one and it died, and I was like, wow, what a waste of money. This stuff, I wanted to repair it, so I said like, I'll get a manual one. I've been doing some landscape sketching, and it's harder to pinpoint in specific sections, and there's so much detail. So your sketchbook videos and your landscape is cool. Yeah, just simplifying shapes. If you have time, maybe you could do a tutorial doing landscape sketching and what to look out when you're sketching on location. Yeah, that'll be good. I hope you have been well since MegaCon. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good, working on my stuff. Takes time, man. Takes time and takes observation. Take notes, because you might like learn how to draw something and then you will forget. But in your head, you have like a reminder, like, oh, I need to. There's a little pink thing here. There's a little like dropping here. Oh, I cannot forget about this landmark of the body. There are things that are always present in the body, regardless. Okay, let's move to another drawing. So there's a lot of cool drawings that I did during that day. I'm gonna go with the ones that I wanna draw first. This one is almost done. Do you always use pencils for base, or you have tried other utensils like forks and knives? Lead holders. Lead holders. Yes, I have. I have a lot of tools, man. Sometimes way too many, because once you can afford some of those, then you go crazy. This is my little bag of tools, and I have other tools everywhere. I have mechanical pencils. This is ink. This is marker. This is a Sharpie. Why not? Golden pen. An eraser. A bigger eraser. I have pencils that I haven't used in a long time. I have where's the lead holder one? This one. This is actually pretty nice. Sometimes I use it. A lot of like inking for commissions. I have my little erasers, and have these two for graphite to smear it, create shapes, say shadows. A lot of muscle. Hey Ray, have you always used pencil? Okay, hey, when you're using horizontal line for the construction to put eyes on instead of using it for the arrow, I don't understand that. But hi, when using the horizontal line of the construction to put eyes on it instead of using it for the brow line, is it for style you want to use? That's the thing. I know different ways of putting it. So let me go back to the other page. So I don't know. Like I haven't. Sometimes I do it like by gut. I'm like, okay, I do my center line there, and the jaw, very loosely, by the way. And like, okay, this is a good shape for the head. Then I can do the top. I like to do the bottom, right? So the eyes are gonna be on top, and then you can do a triangle to find the mouth, and then you can put the nose in there. So to me, it's an easy way to construct it. Notice that I don't put the line completely clean. I'm just suggesting that, oh, these are where things are gonna line up. And you can even play already, because if you do the eyebrows, yeah, they are there, but they move a lot. If you're gonna do expressions, you probably wanna add that expression already, or the expression of the eyebrows. So you get into the drawing. I like to draw the eye, so I already get some sort of expression really quick, and I don't settle down for like any lines completely. And you can even do the neck with a little bit of shadow, very loosely, very smooth, right? And the ear, maybe the ear goes low, like lower. You have your nose, and you can put your ear here. So be mindful of where you put the ear, right? Ear is important. So when you get this, what happens often to my work is that I do this, but actually the cranium, the head is way bigger. So make sure to do that bigger. And then I flip my pencil, and I know my lines, so I have my default way of drawing my eyes, and this is just something similar to what I've been sketching there. Try to keep the design of the eyebrows the same. Probably the mouth is too low, so you can put it higher. Right? The cheek to the jaw. Up to here to the jawline. You can draw the ear. Use the lines that you need. Neck. Maybe some kind of expression. Then now you have the time, you can do whatever hair you want. Let's do like the big earrings of Dan Da Dang. I think that Momo Hayase was like this. It has like a. Well, that's up to you later, right? So you can pick, as long as they are like in the same kind of like level, but sometimes the expression also changes. So as long as you have like a triangle and this looks pleasing enough, it should be fine. Yeah, I practice this chick a lot. This is actually kind of hard to do, but learn how to do the little chicks. And then on top of that, you're just building. So I get you. So the thing, as I say again, is I practice this so many times, guys. This is not like, oh, you're just gonna do it once and you're gonna be fine. I did this shit so many times. Like, do your line, do your head, do your center line, whatever. Sometimes I draw the eyes already. So like, okay, the eyes are gonna be here, and she's like, I don't know, like surprise, and then maybe like around here is the shape of this, and the ear's gonna be here, and okay, and then the mouth, and okay, and then like I said, always add more for the head after it. So I practice this for a long ass time. Many pages of just doing this shit. Yeah, if it doesn't look good, you can erase. It's not the end of the world. But the idea is that you have a quick structure there. And then you can have like a smile. So again, remember that this is my tutorial. This is my live stream of coming back to draw after a long time. And you don't need to have the eye open like anime all the time. You can make it like more like this. You know? That's the thing, when you get into the zone and you're like thinking, and sometimes I don't draw the whole thing. I say, oh, maybe this is a nice shape here. Maybe she has like this kind of like braids, you know, and then maybe some earrings. So do a lot of doodles. And when you do drawings like this, I like to think about a phrase or something the character is saying. I don't know if it's like a fish or whatever. I don't know. This is more like saying to the person, like saying somebody else, like, I don't know, this guy is so naive. Something like that. Or like surprised, like, or like kind of like sleepy. This other one is more like surprise, or like saw something and it's intention, you know. So add a little bit of story. It should work. A little bit story there. Something simple. Don't have to go deep and like make a whole story about that. How she just add an emotion, add a vibe to the drawing. You know, add accessories after. Maybe some hairs that are like, you know, messy, character messy. You know, but don't overdo it either. So this is when I'm doing figure drawings. It's great because the character, the model, if the model is good, they are making already a story. So for you, it's easy to enhance it and think about beyond that, right? I haven't done any stream in a long time. This is the first time I do a stream in over like 2 months. So I apologize for the long wait. But this is, I like to do traditional too, and I want to do traditional, and you guys can see me and we can talk. Why did I start drawing? Because I took a big break and I didn't feel like I wanted to draw anything. But I know myself, and after the break, you're like, I'm gonna draw some fun character in my head or something, and then things are rolling, and then you go back to it. But take breaks when you need. You know, it's good to like go to nature, exercise, stretch. Don't forget to stretch, guys. After an hour, stretch. Do some squats. Stretch, squat, stretch. That feels nice. Feels nice. Feels good. So remember to stretch, open, close. If you're gonna be an artist for a long time, you gotta stretch. You gotta stretch. You gotta do your knees. You gotta do your abs. You gotta do your movements. You gotta have your weights next to your station. Do some weights. All the time, and then sit down and like, okay, I'm back. Something I've been doing for more now than ever before. Yeah, stretch. Touch your toes. Stretch the arms, hamstrings. You know, like you spend a lot of time like sitting down, and you get back pain. It's because your hamstrings are not being stretched or getting strong. So you need to do some deadlift. You need to do some squats. You need to do stretch, and then now you feel good. That's great. You release that energy because you're like drawing and you're doing those lines and you're making sure, and then your body kind of start tensing. You know, get the energy out, and you come back after stretching. You're like, okay. Same like when you your arms, your hands. And you don't have to have a big ass weight. I have these ones. The small ones. And I do for my wrist too. And like this. So. Very important, guys. Something, even if you're not really active, just move a little bit. I have been having pain for a long time in my back. Now it's gone because I work out now more than ever. Because I've been tired of my back pain, and I said I'm gonna get rid of that. And one of the reasons why I haven't been drawing a lot is because I don't want to sit down. I wanna fix my back before I can sit down for hours. So that's something important, especially for younger artists. If you're a young artist and you want to have a life as an artist, definitely make sure to stretch more than work out. Stretching is so important. Spend too much time like sitting and like stretching. I think learning how to stretch is way more important than lifting weights or doing like really heavy exercise. I used to do that. I would like draw for hours, and they say, okay, I need to work out, or no workout. Like I'm gonna go and skate or whatever, and I'll come back with like back pain that it will leave me in my bed for a couple of hours. I have to use ice packs, and I have to use like be in the bed for a while so I could recover. And through time, I learned. Oh, sorry guys, you're not looking at what I'm doing. They go blur. And I say I'm tired of like having back pain. So annoying. So I'm taking care of myself a lot. Stretching is something that I've been doing. It's taking months to be able to like touch the floor, to my toes, touch the floor. But I found that was the thing I was missing, is that my muscles in the back of the leg, if you learn anatomy, the hamstrings, they get shorter and they get weaker because we are sitting down for so long. And I didn't know that because I'm getting back pains. I'm getting a back pain, and you think it's the point there that hurts? No, that's just the body trying to compensate, and that's why you think it's the back, but it's usually the legs, the legs and and that if you are like sitting down for a long time. Again, I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I'm just giving you that advice because I know artists who are really amazing, and they get some crazy injuries, and they won't come back for a while. Like for me, there was a point where I couldn't sit for more than the worst point that I couldn't sit down for 15 seconds, dude. I couldn't sit down for yeah, because your muscles, the hamstrings, like lower. These muscles, no, okay. These muscles, the hamstrings, they connect to your leg, and they go inside your butt, under the gluteus. This is the gluteus, your butt cheeks. They go inside and they hang into the bone. So that's the muscle that lets you do this, right? So that muscle lets you do that. It's basically the biceps. These are the biceps of the legs. Like if you want to learn about anatomy, these are the biceps. This is basically your shoulder. This is basically your shoulder. These are the biceps, and this is your arms. So say from the front, these are your triceps. Your triceps and this bone. So, right? So these muscles, because you're sitting down, they are not extended and they get weak, so they are not supported. And that's where I got my back pain. Again, everybody's different, but that makes a big difference. Let's see what you guys are saying. Sorry that I started talking about exercise and stretching, but I think it's so important, more than any other advice, because it's a lot of time sitting down. That's why I haven't I don't want to sit down for like 10 hours and draw and non-stop. Yeah. Okay, let's read a little bit. Giving your sketch personality is a good way to have fun with the drawing mindset. Doesn't have to be a render piece either. It's a funny, dumb sketch that make you laugh, can be a good stress relief. Oh yeah, totally %. I like silly shit. I like silly stuff. I'm an anime guy from the 90s, so I like all that kind of stupid humor. And even now, more with AI. Oh yeah, this is a standing desk. If I want to stand, I can rise above, and I can be standing. Thank you for reminding me. I forget about it. Put my shoes. Yeah, you can get up, and I can draw too, and I can dance a little bit. So like I was saying, I like silly stuff. I think it's good to have humor. And that comes to the way I think is like, well, what is the thing about AI? And I don't want to talk about like rights and all that shit that's happening. Is that AI will be making something really polished, beautiful, amazing colors. Like wow, like it will take me years to be able to come out with some colors like those, but that's just like level of rendering. And I think people are like the we are getting to a point where like hyper rendering stuff or like being so clean and sharp is getting kind of boring. That's why I think animation like Sony Animation with Spider-Man, even the Demon K-pop Hunter, or the other kind of animations that is really like rough and choppy, and there some lines comes out of it, and something that is more sketchy, more natural, more something different, right? Because before it's like people get really impressed by something super well rendered, but that's just rendering, that's polished, that's like too much, and people, I think, more people want something more like rough, something with more texture, something like that's why like a stop motion animation is so good, or people really enjoy that because it doesn't have to, it's not like super clean, even though they're clean, right, making the whole thing. I'm using the Prismacolor Indigo Blue, or Blue Indigo PC901. So let's see her face. When you have to get really close to your drawing, just go close to and get really close and get those lines properly. Yeah. You can like be loose, but when you need to focus and make things clean and sharp, don't be afraid to get in and do your little details and rendering and fixing. Hope my whatever I'm saying makes sense to you guys. This is what I have to offer to the world. I don't consider myself to be something special or whatever the fuck. This is what I what I do, and I'm grateful for you guys to be here listening to whatever stupid shit. Yeah, because now it's so easy to produce the hyper render artwork with AI, that if you make something more rough or more like sketchy, it's like, okay, somebody made this. There's some emotion. There's some mistakes. I wanna see the process, and making something silly and fun that connects with people because it's like it's simple, but it connects to you or with the audience. Then that's the main goal. Because you can have something really beautiful, but if something like a face like this, it looks beautiful, but it's just a face. How many pretty faces are we gonna see, dude? I've been saying this since like a long time ago. Like artists that got really popular because they drew like a beautiful face, and they just only drew like a face, but there's no expressions, dude. No expressions. This guy is just like dead there, and for me that's boring. I'm sorry. Fucking boring. So I want to smile. I want to see some reaction. I want to see some motive, some purpose. I think she have this like this. You see, my hand is not completely, so it should be like this. Sometimes you don't need to render everything. You don't have to make everything clear. As long as you know what it is. So yeah, this is more like my rants. So thank you for listening to my rants. There's a lot of things like that I think about. I actually been thinking of doing more of a podcast where I use no podcast, sorry guys, like videos like this, just me sitting down and then just talking about art and the things that I think by now, like especially about life, be independent artists. I think that's something that I would like to do. It's always, you can always teach how to draw. There are 1,000 people like teaching how to draw things and tutorials everywhere. But a little bit of my like own story. Being I used to be a hentai artist. So how was my experience being a hentai artist, and what happened since then? Do that little heel, and then the shoe, and then the big toe, and then the other toes. You see, I remember how to draw now. I think so. Feet, heel, ankle, straps. I like to do that sometimes. Just name what I see. So a little bit of lines in there, some shadows. I like hiding stuff, like in the shade like this. You don't need to see all the details. There's shadow from the pants. Right? You can hide a lot of stuff just by shading. That's what they do in comic books, right? Just like fill that with blacks, inks, and hide all the information and let people figure out what is that. And I like to do that too. You know, don't need to add details to everything. I mean, I don't want to add details. I just want to draw and move on. That's the way I do things. Myself. I like to do shapes. Even with the hand, like, see, I put some marks. Those are the nails that this information is from the figure drawing, and now I have those lines. I'm missing the middle finger, so I need to figure out where I'm gonna put it. Lápiz 4B, no, it's a coloring pencil, color pencil. You start doing jiggly girls? Yes, a long time ago. I haven't done any hentai drawings in a long time because AI can make like 10,000 hentai drawings, and it's not something that I want to draw. I did a lot. I think I'm over like drawing like hentai. I mean, it was fine for. I like drawing sexy stuff, and I think funny, sexy, cute. So if I can now move and do whatever I really want to draw, then I'll do that. If there's a point that I really want to do something more like spicy, it's because I want to do it, not because I have to produce it. But yeah, no, I haven't done too much like hentai. Like some people are doing hentai AI, like this. You get like 10, 15 drawings, like 15 variations of that. And then it looks amazing, the rendering. And I don't feel like I want to spend 15 hours of my life sitting down making a drawing, and then a machine can do a bunch of those, especially if it's like AI hentai, and I don't want to draw hentai. So I was like, I don't know. Like to be I don't know, I want to say hentai, or be like a lewd artist, because lewd is still sexy. So like more like explicit. It's kind of hard because the competition of AI, people doing that is a lot. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to spend my time doing that if I can do it. So it's good to have variations. Oh, I can draw animals. I can draw this. I can paint this stuff. I can do these things because, you know, AI is not going anywhere. And before it was good, you can make some money out of that. Nowadays, I don't know. If you do AI content, hentai AI content, then you'll get people, but, you know, I really don't know too much about it nowadays. I just feel like I don't want to do something that takes me a lot of hours and I'm not going to see, and I cannot show to more people. If I do something like really hardcore hentai illustration, and then I feel like I'm not able to show it to people. I have to cover the clothes or do something to show people like, hey, I did this. I put a lot of time. If I put a lot of time in something, I want to be able to show it to the world. At least now, that's what I think. Okay, this drawing is good. Let me take this off a little bit. Getting headaches. HER. Yeah, HER is fun. I don't mind. It's no problema. The dot drawing looks cool, and I've been practicing with the help of ChatGPT to help me improve my work and ideas. Yeah, I think it's difficult to draw her clothes. Yeah, you have to know the character design and see how things fit. I'm also missing this. I just realized. So it's good to have a character sheet open and see details that you might be missing. You just made me sad. Why I made you sad? You can definitely get good just doing one or the other, but ultimately it can be your benefit to try out both. You tend to learn from both all the same. I don't know what you're referring to, but yeah, the more things sources, the better. What do you think about the shoulder pain as an artist, or is it common? You shouldn't have shoulder pain. You shouldn't have shoulder pain. Wrist pain, no pain. So if you're drawing, and this is your surface, and you're drawing like this, put it closer. If you're drawing like this and your wrist is like this, you're gonna have pain. If you're drawing like this, you're gonna have pain. So you have to like make sure that the angle is like this. It doesn't matter the angle, but your hand is in that position. Don't bend your wrist to draw. You're doing a lot of work there. So to draw for hours, just do that. If you're gonna do big lines, just move the shoulder. Move the shoulder. You can move your fingers, but you can move the fingers and your shoulders at the same time. But always like make sure that the angle. So my tablet, I have a Cintiq here. I always make sure that the angle, when I put be comfortable sitting down, and when I put my arm, it just falls there, and I'm just sliding. And if you have pain, then in your shoulder, make sure to lower the surface you're working on, or elevate your chair. Elevate the chair higher. So find the right balance of all the elements. Sometimes I have to put books. Sometimes I do, because I don't like my tablet has a mechanical arm, and sometimes it wobbles. So I have this yoga block. You don't have to use a yoga block. You can use any book or whatever. And I put it like behind the tablet, so it rests and it doesn't move. And I have something to put my tablet. So try to put everything as comfortable as you are to move around. Yeah, this is a Alexa hat sticker that I stole. Alright? And now Ladybug. Yeah. And more my, he's one of my friends. One of my friends. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I know him. Do you think you'll ever get to see Candelita again, or she was to be a one-hit character? No, dude, I have so many. I have so many. This is my older sketchbook. I have a lot of little sketches here. Look all this Candelita. I just need to go back to this stuff. Candelita with a gun. Some Coasters designs I wanted to do. I had some Felicia. Commissioners. I have ideas for illustrations I have done. Chun-Li and Cammy. Ryu, Gifted Ryu, Elena, Manon, Yuri. Stuff that random stuff. Candelita, Mexican. Chubby, Candelita, Mexican. I have her at the beach. Look at her. She's at the beach. That was like last year. She's at the beach, enjoying, and then there's some birds stealing packages, chips, the chippies, stealing the chippies. So I have some cute drawings of her. They have this one, Good Vibes Only, that I haven't done anything about it. So it's good to look back to your old sketchbook and see what you have done or you want to work on. Nah, this I did this like last year or 2 years ago. Sometimes I do some drawings here, then I change my sketchbook, and then I come back. This was 2023. Like sometimes I leave things in there, and I grab another sketchbook and I use it. This is like me traveling around Japan and getting the stamps. People sleeping in the train, but this is 2023. So I think that 2023 I used it up to here, and then I was like, oh yeah, I have this sketchbook. I'm gonna pick it back. Right? I have some Halloween stuff. Halloween tikis. I did when I went to Venezuela. I should like. My friend's like, are you gonna finish these? Make it like a cool stickers. Maybe I do that. Maybe I do some pumpkins. Maybe I color these guys just as they are, and use them. Genki desu. Boku wa genki desu. Genki desu. So, little ideas. My mom, friends of my mom. I draw some people here and there. Whatever. These are already older stuff. I don't know. I don't know if this is mine. Maybe. So yeah, like this is like an old sketchbook, and then I came back and I started working on new things in here. So yeah, you can always go back. Sometimes I feel like I want to draw in this sketchbook and then move somewhere else. I have a bunch of sketchbooks somewhere else. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I did. I think I've showed this before. Yeah, this is like 2019. I forget then, you know? But I think I put this on my sketchbooks. AI prompts have no personality. I am sick of seeing everywhere. It sucks artists now have their credibility compromised because I'm finding a lot of it. I'm definitely going to draw some pumpkins since I'm in the Halloween spirit. Yeah, I want to do them. Oh, wow. Yeah, some people are like taking the shortcuts using AI. like I say, I have a shit ton of sketches here and there. This is old. This is an older one. Too many. Anyhow, I was working on this. Thank you. Yeah, I need to make a proper sketchbook with more work. I was supposed to finish more of these drawings, and but it's fine. I'm talking to you guys, and that's important. Because I don't do that many live drawings. Live streams. Not recently, but yeah, because of the reason, don't wanna be sitting down for like too long. But yeah, this is nice. I like this. Can we buy a hey Ray, during the first few years of learning, do you think it's worth trying to hit some number of hours per day? Or is it just a matter of making daily progress? I struggle to do more than 3 hours. You're doing 3 hours. You're doing 3 hours, man. You're doing 3 hours. You're doing 3 hours. I think that it's not, I mean, the amount of hours helps. I don't think about in terms of like, oh, I drew 3 hours today, or I measure the hours. Because sometimes you get a quick drawing and it's perfect. Sometimes you take longer and the drawing is not good. So I wouldn't measure by the I did 3 hours or something. But if you're studying, the best way is to be mindful of what you are studying. So no distractions, no YouTube, nothing. Just put some music like, and then just get into the mood and think about it. When you do the lines, you don't do the lines without thinking. Think about, this line is the pectoral muscles and it looks like this. Take your time, and then now the shoulder goes here and then here. Look at the reference. Okay, and this is this and that. And you're gonna do gesture. Don't rush the gesture. Just go with the flow and say, oh yeah, I can see it's like an S curve. So think and then draw. Don't draw and then think it look in a certain way. You have to be mindful when you do your lines. When you're gonna do the lines, you think about it. Okay, we're going down. We're having texture here. Right now this drawing is kind of done, but I think about, oh, this is gonna be my shape. I'm not like just doing this and trying to figure it out as I go. I was like, okay, think about that when you're practicing those things. Try a couple of times. Don't draw one pose and then say move on to another pose, and then another pose, and then another pose. Then your brain is filled with poses, and then you try to remember. Cannot remember any of the poses that you drew. So try a simple pose and then draw a couple of times with reference, no reference, but take your time and think about the lines that you are putting into place, right? This was my favorite drawing, and I was like laughing so much because she was like holding that pose like this, and she looked really cute doing that. So I, instead of drawing like, oh, the nose and everything, I was like, just keep it like this, and now I'm gonna, shade a little bit. Silly drawing, fun drawing, and that's enough. Like I said, I like to, like the model sometimes is not facing you, doesn't face you, so you are drawing the back, and that's important. You have to know how to draw the back of the character. And if you're drawing the back of the character and then you find yourself like wanted to practice something, like I wanted to draw the staff and spend some time seeing how was the structure of this, right? There's like two loops, another loop at the top, and then this is looping around here. There's some little pieces coming out, and then you have this. So when you're drawing a model or you're drawing a character, just take some time to do a detailed drawing. Not in terms of very detailed, more like a detail, like a section of it. Oh, so how's that? How the stuff looks, and oh, so it's this and this and that, and it has a certain texture. So I'm gonna add notes, and then the next time you draw, then you find yourself like you already know what it is. All right. The trick for these kind of drawings that are simple is to make sure that the things are overlapping the right way. And by overlapping is like avoiding tangents of lines that cut each other. And you know, all of this section here could be messy. So if you separate that and make sure that it's separated, then you have that there, and you have a nice shape. That's why designing shapes or designing the silhouette in very tight spaces like this is important. You can either block it. I think it's good to block it with some kind of shading a little bit, grouping with shade. Because the most important thing here is her face. Her face is the most important. So all of this could be in shadow because she's sitting, and by being in the shadow, then you bring this to the front, and you can do the same. You can add some shadows or like some shading. Sometimes it's just shading or values, and then now you're pushing shapes to the background, sections of the figure to the back, and things to the front. So now this is to the back, and this is to the front, and now you separate, and now you can really read this. This is very important, by the way. It looks like two balls. Looks like some testicles or something. Yeah, I know it's a bone, but in my head it's like, why it looks like two balls? So silhouette, right? You go a little bit darker with the lines. You don't have to do it my way, eh? I'm just telling you what is going on in my head. And sometimes I even say that, oh, remember to do this. And then you can shade a little bit this too. It's a little bit shiny because it's okay. Let me see, do you have any advice for drawing cute round faces like that? I understand the structure for realistic, but when it comes to cute stylizing, I struggle. Yeah, do a lot of silly faces. Go and copy people. Copy different artists. Copy silly faces and see how they draw it, and then try to do it, and then you learn the shapes, and you know, rounded, silly, simple. If I go here and I start like adding little details to everything, then you start losing the thing. So if I'm gonna work on this a little bit more, I'm just gonna work on what I have, maybe reinforce some things, but I'm not gonna over render something. So keep that cute rounded design that you have, or that I have. Just keep it there, and just make sure that maybe adding some value is good, just a little bit. Just a little bit, and then a couple little. Yeah, like that. Simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't overdo it. Don't add a bunch of lines. Just one line, maybe another one. Make sure to separate. Maybe you can add a little bit of shade. Ear group. Shade, 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 shade. Bros, the most popular non-safe for work site, is loaded with a cringe stuff. I've never been there. It's getting harder to find good artworks. No, okay, busting. Okay, yeah, I noticed for artists that have taken a break, your skills never leave you completely. Maybe it takes a bit to find the rhythm again, but yeah, it's not like I went away for like months, but it's fine. I think more what I don't want to is to sit down for like a lot of hours. Working on animation. I would like to work on some kind of animation. I just don't like the workload. You see this white hair that I have here? I'm getting lazy, bro. I don't want to be like in a studio trying to animate something for hours. No. I love animation, and I love to see some stuff animated and maybe move it and see how things float, but I don't want to do it myself. I don't want to spend too much time doing that for a long time. There's the thing. I'm lazy. I work hard, but I'm lazy. I'm lazy, work hard. I hope my advice or whatever I'm saying you are finding useful. Maybe I could be ranting too much, which is okay. That's why it's my YouTube channel. Yeah, you can, instead of like drawing all the feet and everything, you just keep it simple. Simplicity is very hard. So the more you know about being simple, it's easy to add details. It's easy to make it more busy than it should. It's hard to keep it simple. Hard to keep it simple. Yeah, I wanna. I mean, this is my channel. This is how I do my things. Just wanna keep it chill. I wanna like do my little rants about art, say my thing, inspire some people to draw, or grab a pencil. I wouldn't say inspire, but motivated. Motivation is good. And some people wanna chill. Maybe they just wanna hear me do my rants about art. There are many things I think about, and I don't say them, especially social media. I'd rather say that stuff in here. It's not that it's controversial or anything. It's just things about drawings and how I see things and how. I mean, I'm not telling people that you have to agree with my things, but I think they're not like crazy either. So. This is a Prismacolor Premier Indigo Blue. No blue, it's blue. Blue. And it's Sunday. And it's 3:21. What are you guys doing for the rest of the day? I'm thinking of working out, doing some exercise, maybe play some video games, maybe call some family, eat something nice. for like a nice walk outside. So yeah, like, and this is just me, dude. I don't have like a persona, or I'm different. You find me like this in conventions. You find me like this in here, in my house. This is me. I know some people become something when they are live, but to me, this is just me. And it needs some kind of drool, right? Thought she would be like sitting like in a log, piece of a log. It's good to have some shadow. Have you watched Ruri no Hokuseki? No, I haven't. Probably have to check it out. What's your favorite hand-drawn animated movie? I have so many, but I love Lilo Stitch, Tarzan, Dumbo. As I was talking about, I like The Lion King. When I was a kid, Lion King was a shit. And animated. I mean, all the Ghibli movies are amazing. The Evangelion movies are fucking awesome. Yeah, there's so many, dude. How long have you been studying Japanese, Ray? I'm still year one. I've been studying for like long time. I would say 15 years, something like that. But on and off, like I still take classes every week. There was a time that I was like not practicing, like a big chunk, and then I decided to come back to it. And it's like going to the gym. Just keep practicing. I take my classes, talk to my teacher, and keep practicing and talking to people. すいません。僕は何々何々と申します。僕はここで、ライブストリームしておりますので、ご覧の方ありがとうございます。誠にありがとうございます。Have you been on W Place? I don't know what's that. What is on place? Please. Yeah, but 15 years, like I would say, like I went to Japanese school in Japan, so I made it to like intermediate level, and then after that I just stopped doing any Japanese because I was like in the USA, and I didn't practice for a long time, and then 2006, 17, 18 I start taking classes online, and then coming back to it, and I still like practice all the time. I have my Japanese books ready here for my classes when I take classes. So when I take classes, this is like level N2. They are like level N1 to N5, N5 being the most basic, N2, N2, and then N1 is the top for business, and N2. So I read with my teacher, and we read all the time. These are the exercise, and then I read with her, and then I read all of this stuff. This is all like, this is for the test. So like Mostly like grammar, kanji, things like that. ブログに新しい写真をアップしたら、来週から今週にかけてホームページのアクセス数が急増して驚いた。So yeah, I practice all this stuff. It's good for reading. Like reading is so important to me, like because I forget about it. I'm not reading Japanese all the time. I'm not in Japan reading kanjis. Yeah, and into I could have been done with Japanese like a long time, but you have to be on top of that. You forget about things. I'm not practicing with any Japanese people right now or any friends or anything. Once in Japan, when I go, my brain is like, okay, do Japanese mode. You can start talking to everybody. WePlace is a Google like Maps, but you can draw on it via pixel art. Oh! 知らなかったんだ. I didn't know. So the model was like facing the other side. So I drew her like she's like messing with this chicken eye chicken, melting eye chicken, just for fun. She didn't have that, but I just wanted to draw something. So as long as you have like a strong silhouette, it should work. It doesn't have to be so detailed. Oh, nice. I probably will check it out. So this is a good practice. I drew this a long time ago, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and coming back. So it's a good way to get your brain to design shapes, design the form after silhouettes. Silhouette. Yeah, I thought I forgot how to draw. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it'll take longer to come back. But this is what I'm doing. If I had started trying to do a composition, if I was trying to do something like an illustration or figure out a composition and I didn't warm up, it's already 2 hours, 14 minutes. So give yourself, be nice. I would say be gentle, but be good to yourself and draw on top of things that you already have drawn. Do some doodling and start the engine, let it warm up. And I was supposed to do this anyway, so this is like perfect timing for what I'm doing, for what I need, and you can do that too. I definitely suggest you go to figure drawing classes. See if I can get these nice, some eyelashes. Sorry. She's smiling, so don't add too much shade on it. Think about like an animator. Think about the character. Have a silly laugh. And continue with that feeling. Maybe I'll become that dude when I get even older, like way older, like Marshall. I'll be like that. Just go with the flow, and just go with the lines, and be gentle to yourself as you draw these things. You will find life, and meaning through strokes and shapes. Take it easy, one line at a time, and your problems will not go away, but you will forget them for a while. Huh? Could be that kind of vibe, right? Namaste. Welcome to our session where we are gonna be drawing silhouettes and drawing lines. Welcome to another session. You see, I have to think about how I'm gonna be when I get older. What's gonna be the vibe? What's gonna be the vibe? Yeah, man. Now that we're in the year 2045, and we have no jobs, but we still draw because we love it. Love it, embrace it, and be happy. That's the vibe. Toe, toe, toe. Toe, 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 toe. Strap on top of the feet. Ankle. Toe, 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 toe. Feet. Some shadows. By the way, guys, I made a new launch with new stickers. I made a bunch of new stuff available on my shop last week. I have a lot of cool stuff in there. I have posters, new posters. I have new stickers, One Piece stickers, Street Fighter stickers. I have some cool original artwork for Halloween. And I invite you to get some of my stuff so I can pay for gas. Remember, you are supporting an artist, and you are supporting my coffee addiction, and you are supporting my traveling expenses and the gas. So you are definitely, your money is not going to war, it's not going to the wrong place, it's going to the right place. Right? And I also return the favor, and I teach you some stuff, and you get some cool stickers. So definitely it will help me to, she's like this. She's like, so the hand will be like this, or like this. This. Oh yeah, for me the joke is like, because her staff is like a basketball hoop. I make some jokes like somebody's throwing hoops to throwing some balls. What was it? Basketball? I think basketball is like this. Yeah. Yeah, all the stickers are live. I'm gonna give you a link. So you can check the good stuff. We have been working on that, sending orders to well, you can check the main website. The first image of the banner is most of the launch. And then you want to see everything that's new. You can go to new arrivals, And I still have sold out. Ooh, some things are selling out, guys. So get it what you can. And then you have art collections, and then you have new arrivals for the things that are new. Do you recommend beginners to start with gesture drawing? Oh yeah, that will be the first thing I will start with. Gesture drawings, gesture, flow of the line. That'll be what I will do. Alright, let's move on to other ones. This is a cute one. This is also my work here. Beautiful, beautiful. Dex mat. Sold out ones. Now I'm gonna sit down. Too tired. So nice. Get some water. I also have a Darkstalker Street Fighter 1 comic cover that I did, and I only have probably 100 left. So if you like to collect my comics, this is the time. We get, oh wow, we got I didn't see these, by Serpent Mongrel. First time commenting, long time follower. Thanks for giving inspiration. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I reply this. Thank you for following, by the way. If you are new here and this is your first time, don't forget to follow. Don't forget to follow their work. That means a lot to me. So you can follow on YouTube, and then whenever I do a live stream, I don't know if you get a notification or not, but I'll be there. Or you can follow me on Instagram, on other social media pages, and I will appreciate it. I know many of you already have been following for a long time, and I'm so grateful for that. Been many years, guys, many years. Buenas tardes. But I also speak Spanish. También hablo español un poco. Se me olvida español, pero a veces regresa y comienzo, me acuerdo de cómo hablar español. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo está usted? Muy bien. She looks so cute. Also the model, she looks so cute too. So kinda makes the job easy. If you get a good model and they vibe with the character, it's like easy mode. Do artists need motivation? Do artists need inspiration and motivation to draw every day? Probably you need some motivation. And sometimes the motivation is money. Greed. Well, I wouldn't say greed. Motivation is the commitment to do something productive. That's not motivation. It's the commitment to do something productive every day. Even if you draw a little sketch or something. Inspiration is different than motivation. Inspiration, you feel inspired, you can come with ideas. Motivation is I need to do this because I need the reason is they're gonna get paid. The reason is they're gonna finish something. The reason is gonna feel productive. So inspiration, it depends, because if you're inspired, you create something new, or you come with ideas, or you can be inspired with colors, or you can be inspired by style, you can be inspired by artists, you can be inspired for many reasons. don't need to be inspired all the time. I guess once you are settled with your painting and you already have your idea of what you want, you gotta do it. You gotta go through it. I'm 21. Is it too late for me to learn that? Dude, you're like so young. Shut up, man. Shut up. You're like 21. It's too late for me, dude. I don't know when do you want it to start? When you were like a baby in the womb. You're good. 21. You're in the right spot, my man. You're on the right spot. You're in the right spot. 21. Actually, it's never late. I tell that to even all ladies, like all older people that I meet. I don't know good, and like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. You can it's about painting something, drawing something, having that focus, that meditation moment. You don't need to show it to anybody. It's not late. You can paint, you can do many things. I started playing piano. I'm not looking to be any musician anytime, but this is fun. I like the moment when I'm pressing and I'm not late. I'm just having fun and enjoying that. Right? Yes. Anybody can draw at any time. Anybody can start something. Maybe art is not your thing. Maybe drawing characters is not your thing. Maybe you like to paint environments. Maybe you like to do sculpture. Maybe you like to dance. Maybe you like to do other kind of art. Still art. Maybe you have to try different ones and then find the one that you like the most. Too late to learn digital art. I have more responsibilities that delay my improve. Yeah, that's the thing. That's for sure. It's never late, but if you have a lot of responsibilities in your life, money wise, family wise, that's a whole other thing that can make things difficult. For sure, 100%. The mental state, if you are stressed, if you are if you are restless, you haven't had enough sleep, you are not eating well, some relationships going down, some issues are happening, then it's gonna be hard for you to be drawing. So if you're in a positive mindset, if you're happy, you feel healthy, then things are gonna go well. That's the thing. It's hard sometimes to perform, to be painting when some shit is going on in your life. Sometimes it's good to draw when those things are happening because your mind is not thinking about the problem, it's just thinking about what you're doing at the moment. So you can hyper focus on your artwork and forget about it. But as soon as you stop your work, it's waiting for you, my friend, outside. So you think you're gonna make any non-safe for work art? Yeah, I'll make some non-safe for work art, but not as the rhythm as I used to do. Good thing about art is that when you can do it around 60 to learn. I wish I had this much time. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I understand, but try it, enjoy the moments. My friends started drawing at 24. They got so good in a year that due diligence are friends too. Yeah, man, older generations will tell you have to put the time, it will take so long, so many years. It's all about how intelligent you are as well. How are you good processing things? Can you draw? Can you okay, so you do this and this and then you make it. Some people are like that with everything. In 2 seconds, in a little while they get the basics and okay, I know how it works. Other people are like, I don't know how these things work, and then I cannot find my way, and my brain doesn't work that way, and so everybody has different journeys. Different journey. Yeah, 5 minutes of art or music. Yeah, just 15 minutes. Usually with music, it's better to do 15 minutes. Just some chords, some little things. With drawing, probably you need more than 15 minutes to do something with drawing. Luckily, art isn't like a sport where you definitely should be doing it during a younger age. Well, if you do it at a younger age, it will be better for sure. But again, it depends on the information that you have, people teaching you, the confidence you have in yourself, and yeah, and also know when to quit. My work, if you've been trying art for many years and nothing's coming out of it, and you cannot drawing well and you've been struggling, maybe art is not the main thing you should be doing. Maybe another kind of art is what you should be doing. So think about those things too. Because I have definitely seen artists that, or beginners that trying to do the art, but they're pretty stubborn. They're like, no, I like to do it. My faces like this, and I don't. This is how I do it. And I'm like, okay, good luck with your shit, bro. Like, you have to be really flexible, open-minded, for ways of approaching the art, the drawings. You can learn from me. You can learn from other people. You can mix everything, and then you have your way of drawing. Man, this live stream is like a fucking class, dude. This is like a whole class. You guys should be paying for this. It's okay. Only 200 people are watching. The secret is safe with you. So cute. Little feet on the ground. Toe. Toe, 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 big toe. I know people that tried to draw but found super late that they were insane with it. Late, they were insane. Yeah, so people like start drawing and then their brains is better using 3D and using other tools, and yeah. Some people want to become masters as soon as possible. Yeah. I don't think I'm master at anything, dude. I might be good drawing certain things, but definitely don't consider myself to be, oh, I'm the best at drawing these things or whatever. And never think about that way. There's always somebody who's gonna kick your ass. Somebody's gonna be way more talented, and or not talented, like has like a better skills or whatever, you know. So be humble, my man. Be humble. Be humble. Also, it's just drawing. It's not like you're saving the world. Maybe you're inspiring, but you know, like this is. If I don't draw, the world's not gonna end. But if another stuff working, then some people will die. You know, it's not a big deal. So that's why I'm like, man, other people have it. Like, other people are actually doing the real job. This is just fun. I knew someone who used to write with both hands and pick up art and can draw two different pieces at the same time. Okay, so like a monkey. Sorry. Okay, dude, what's the deal of drawing two things at the same time? Is this like a show or what? I'm gonna start drawing with my feet too. I mean, that's cool though. Faster the drawings. I mean, some brains work differently. an Asian dude. Okay, I've been trying to learn to draw for 20. I've been trying to draw for 15-20 minutes during my lunch break, where basically the only thing you get to it, and I feel it's sort of been helping. Yeah, anytime you can put down to draw is always good. Always good. I also did this tiny drawing, and it was the last. And so she's like showing to the public and the people at the stage about this little chicken without feathers, and little chicken is there and she's showing it to the crowd and they are impressed. Oh, Margiro. Yeah, Margiro. I wanna watch the new season. You're so cute. Who is the cutest elf? Your streams are always classes and motivation. Yeah. If you feel motivated and it's Sunday and you're at your house, just grab a pencil, just grab some paper, find some sexy references and start drawing away. Yeah, just put your stuff and start drawing. You know, I don't have to work on all of these sketches. I think I like how this one looks. I don't need to overwork. Sometimes you don't have to come back and do every drawing from the session. This one was more like an imagination because the model was like facing the other direction. Talking about the direction. Where my phone at? To see. Okay, cool. Wow, you used to follow me back in the day. That's a long time ago. DeviantArt. I haven't posted anything on DeviantArt since they started using AI, putting AI on their website. And I like also forgot my password, so I'm like, whatever. It's just so sad. DeviantArt has so much potential, but they took forever. What is your favorite subject to draw or something that comes easily when you want to practice something? I like to draw skulls. I like to draw little plants. Plants are good. Like little things like these. I like to draw like fire. I like to draw like effects like these. I like to draw flowy shapes. Maybe like something like this. You know? Oh shit. Sorry. You know, some fire, something that flows, and maybe I'll draw some like I like drawing skulls. You know, little cool skulls. They're always fun to draw. Different sizes. Little teeth. Maybe a horn. Maybe another horn. Maybe eyes. Weird eyes. I like drawing this kind of stuff. And of course, I like to draw the female figure. I like the expression. Don't need to touch it too much. Don't touch it. I think I'm gonna go skate today. Skating, long walks, bicycle. Oh, my bicycle. Comics. I did some comic pages. I would like to do my comics for my character. I don't think I want to draw comics for an for a comic book. Maybe my own comic book. Yeah, you never guess, right? Like the figure, I always drawing some other stuff. I find it so hard drawing the female figure, and it's like so hard. The female figure. Hey, I saw the title, and I've been having a similar issue. Sadly, I lost someone close to me to an illness. Sorry about that. And since then, degraded my drawing skills and made me slower. I don't suppose you have anything similar happen, and if so, was there anything that good to get good again? Then you need to process whatever happened to you, whatever happened to you in your life. Maybe you can draw something that evokes the feeling of the grief that you had, something personal, and then that will channel some of the emotions, some of the feelings that you have. Maybe that's an outlet to do something like very personal, like a journal, but drawing. And then be fine. Like, take your time. It's fine. Don't put a lot of pressure to get good, like really quick. These things take time, you know. I also have hard times, and when I have to come back, I take my time and then draw, you know. Do you still have hope that Procreate will release that desktop version? I think it's a joke. I don't think they're ever gonna do a desktop version. But again, I don't work with them. I don't know if they have plans for that. It will be nice to have a version of Procreate for desktop. I'm sure they can do it really easily. It will be nice though. But maybe having a proper menu instead of like touching and opening menus all the time. But yeah, for the person who was like for hopeful art, yeah, try to do something personal, something that channels that, and you can put it out this for yourself. Do you think? I think you got me to drawing skulls too. Super fun to stylize and mess with proportions, while it's also fun to draw practicing head shapes. Yeah, I have my little friend here. Oh, I always lose the joke. Oh, look at that. So I like to have this little friend. I've been having this for a long time. It's always good to draw. This character is Marcial. Hey Ray, was it difficult to get the OG Girl website up in 2010? It was designed so well. I designed the website, and I wanted to improve the website back then, but the owner of the website took like forever and didn't invest on the website. I wanted to have polls like on Patreon. Took like forever. It was not easy to set up. I had to design that, update it, and make it like look nice and all that. Now it's a different thing, right? With Procreate, Patreon, and other sites. All right, gonna move on to the next page. Thank you, Excite Lord. Thank you. So she's a magician making chickens fly. Have you gotten the to hang out meet Dan Mora? Dan Mora or Jorge Jimenez? I met Jorge Jimenez and Damora. I think I met them, but I don't know. They have their circles. Usually with the conventions, you meet artists and stuff like that. If they are like a little bit bigger, like let's say like a little bit, no, like bigger, like Jorge Jimenez, he's surrounded by other people and he's the guest and he's the star. So people go and then take him to places, or they get together with the other top artists. So you can meet some people. Sometimes you're like lucky and then you like talk to other people. Sometimes you say hello. This is my name. This is what I do. Okay, cool. Bye. So. I know I've met a lot of different artists. Um, I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, I have hang out with other artists. Not all the time, um, but mostly with udon artists. They're pretty cool people too. So udon people are really cool. There are many other cool artists I like. I've met them, most of them by now. I like talking to Mark Silvestri when I get the chance. Still looking to get a Witchblade cover one day. I talked to a lot with Tom McFarlane one time, a couple of times, well, like 2 times. Gave him a ride to Pasadena from Comic Con. Yeah. Usually when I go to conventions, I'm mostly talking to other artists. To other like fans and people who follow me and or regular friends. Not like they are like painting or anything. But I have other. No, actually, it's not true. I hang out with other artists. Probably not like the level like super like famous like crazy like. I'll say hello a couple of times to Scott Campbell. But you're gonna be friends with everybody, and not everybody's gonna be friends with you. That's something to learn. You can draw things and people will like it, but doesn't mean that people will like be friends just because you guys draw. Gotta be all the things in common. Time, also, different things. And also I think by now I know that guy that like, oh my god, the artist is there and like big fan, like, oh my god, I need to get a signature of these people, or like even celebrities. Like I see them, that's cool, but I never been too drawn to those. I met the ones that I already wanted to meet before. That's for sure. So, I met him once, met him a couple of times. Sometimes we talk. I say hello. I make sure to go around and say hello to other artists. Yeah, I know Argerm. Sometimes we talk about things like. Yeah, no, I do know artists. Yeah, I do know artists. But some artists that are like more of DC comics or stuff like that, like I'm not into. No, I haven't done any DC comic work, so it's all about what you have done in the business, in the industry, and all that stuff. And some people already have their circles of friends, so you're gonna fit in all the people, friends, circle of friends. And also, if the artists are good, but they're like kind of like a dick, or like they're not like fun to hang out. I'm not gonna hang out with somebody who is like, kind of rude. I don't like to hang out with people who are rude, or they think they're the big shit or whatever, and they're like, oh well, because like if it doesn't vibe like for real, like in a personal level, I would think, well, those are beautiful drawings. That's it. Yeah, I wouldn't be hang out with somebody just because that person drew my favorite character. But he's like an asshole, but he does this, so I like to hang out with him. Like, fuck no. If you got good vibes and you can hang out with people, yeah. With Argem, yeah, I know. Many years ago, I saw him last December. I probably will see him again, and then we chat about commissions, about whatever. He has his team, and yeah. I met all the artists too, and sometimes I forget. Yeah, I know that Lightbox Expo has been out for a few years now. Would you say it was pretty successful in your opinion? Lightbox Expo? I never done like Lightbox Expo. I did CTNX, long time ago. Livebox is fun. I personally don't think I will have a booth there. I don't think I want to have a booth there. Sure, it's fun. But I think I'd rather like talk to people, walk around, meet other artists, meet other people, other students, check portfolios, make connections, say hello again. That's something that is important, as an artist. Like, go to. I like to go to the artist alley, and even if the artist is I want to say it's like, oh, it's a big artist, or they're starting, or I like to find new artists. That's the thing. I like to find other artists in the artist alley. Sometimes somebody who draws something cute stuff, or something that draws my eye. Then I get inspiration from that, and I see what other people are doing. So you make sure to, like, whatever level you are, just walk around, meet other artists. Even I have people who are like, they have been fans of my work for a long time, and they come to my table and they talk to me, and then I do the same. I go back to their tables, and I want to, like, if I can do it, I'll get some times and I walk around. Oh, so this is what you do. Oh, this is nice. This look great. Like, like community. Talk to people. Some artists just go there to the table, don't do anything. They go away. You can barely see them. Sometimes I'm not even on my booth. Maybe I'm walking around, meeting other artists. At least to go around and say hello to the ones I can, if I have the time, and also keep doing my shit. Livebox is great for, like, just sharing and talking and whatever and other things. But again, I don't think I'm part of the industry. Like, that industry of Livebox, of animation and all that stuff. I like it, but I don't think I'm there. Even though, look at these drawings. Is this something you work or wish you could improve in your art? I wish I could improve in my art. I probably would like to be able to create more complex scenes. I think I can do it. I can create some complex backgrounds and do it. I would like to make them with ease. I just have to, like, plan a lot. So I would like to get more things going in a page. But again, I'm lazy, so I would like to, for my drawings, I would like to, I guess, be more loose with my work. Sometimes when I'm painting, I add too much stuff. It looks really nice, but I guess that's the goal for most of the artists. Be very simplistic with your work, but also that touches people, and I think I've done that. I need to do more personal work. That's it. And to improve, there's always things to improve. Sometimes I forget how to draw certain parts, so I have to come back again. I think this face is good, but it could be better. How much under drawing mannequin stuff you do before putting down the darker lines? I do as many as I need to put. I always try to get everything as much as I can, especially the hands. Put the hands. Make sure to I solve most of the important things, and then after that, I can, when I feel like everything is solved, like in terms of, like, okay, this goes here, and if I don't understand something that I did, I wouldn't move to the next step unless I solve it. Like, well, I don't understand this. I probably need to like redesign this. So the more you do on that first stage on the drawing, the easier is gonna be your final work. Ray, you were talking about rude artists who think they're the shit. When I talk about you, I talk about these streams, how kind you are, how you offer art critiques and just hang out. Thank you. Dude. Just keep it simple, keep it nice. That's it. Get real. Be real. Be real. Do your thing. And that's it. Be solid with your stuff. Um, and yeah, give advice. It's always good to talk to people, help other people, help other artists. I like to do that. I like to give feedback to like reviews. Somebody approached me at the convention. Even I see them and I say like, oh, are you? Because they like, oh, I see your videos on YouTube. I was like, okay, oh, thank you, so much. And then, do you draw? I ask. Do you draw? Do you like to draw? Oh yeah, I like to draw. Well, show me what you got if you have it. You know, if I have the time, right? If I get a bunch of people in line, I probably won't be doing that. But if there's time, show me what you have done. I have people who come like after 2 years. Dude, this is my work. Can I show you again? Oh, okay. I see that you did this. You need to fix this, and you're doing good, man. Keep going. You know, so you build that. And I like to do reviews and like for people like, oh, you're doing this artwork and I like what you do. Keep doing this and that. I recommend you this. I mean, I wish I could do it like for everybody, but I do it a lot for people at shows. It's always so helpful to get a different perspective. This face is now looking ugly as fuck. And nothing that Photoshop cannot change. I think it's just the shape of the cheeks. The cheeks. Cheek. There you go. Cheek was kind of weird. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, the thing is like Anime Expo, the artists there, they want to sell, they want to make some money. It's time to make money. It's time to make money at Anime Expo. It's about making some money at the show. It costs a lot to get there, to put your table, to bring your merch. You want to make sales. For Livebox, you want to make some sales, but you want to connect. It's about connecting. It's about seeing the teacher, seeing about the guy from YouTube, talking about these other artists, go on workshops. It's about arts and artists. Is like a nice environment. So totally different. You can stop this professional and ask them, and they will tell you. So that's the spot. Anime Expo, I don't think is the best place to be like, oh, I want to show you my portfolio, and there's like a bunch of people waiting in line. You're like, bro, maybe this is not the best time to do this. How much in the drawing? Okay, yeah. Hi. Any advice on beginning paintings? What do you do when you don't know what colors to put down or what values to assign? You need to have a structure. Especially for values, you have to pick the values. You have a range from 1 to 10. So you have to pick if you're going to work from 1 to 5 or you're going to use the whole 10 values. So I usually reduce it to 1, 2, or to 4 values, and then use the 4 values to do the shapes, and then that's enough. Maybe add some other black and white. I'll be fine. And for colors, just limit yourself. Limit yourself. Don't go crazy adding a bunch of colors. I like to add a bunch of colors, but you have to think about, from this piece, is it like, what is the main color? It's gonna be blue. The character is blue. This is blue. Okay, what goes well with blue? Maybe some purple. What goes against some blue? Maybe a little bit of blue, green, like yellow, reds. So you have to think about the contrast of colors and the main colors that you have in your piece. So if you see an illustration, you see, okay, mostly pink, white. So you have to make You have to settle that. You have to make you make a little bit of rules for you. You have to make your rules, and that's why you get color palettes, colors. I have a bunch of art from different artists. I have a bunch of books. I have like books, crazy, and I see what other artists are doing, right? And if I like the artwork, I'll probably get it. Like I personally love this colorful stuff here. You know. So and so I see what other people are doing. Let's see. I have so many books. I have so many books, dude. So this is another one. So this one has more like pink colors, pastel colors. You know, so you go for coloring, you can try some flat colors. Oh, but dude, I have a fucking camera here. Baka da yo. Arriba, baka da yo. Baka desu. Baka desu yo. So I have a bunch of books. I have too many books. So, for example, this artist, you know, simple colors. Green, flat colors, you know, don't too complicated. Blue, white, black and white is always good to combine with other colors. You know, you don't have to be so complicated with your color. You know, like colors like this, you know, not too saturated. Grayish blue, greenish, grayish green, I guess. You know, you don't have to get too complicated with your colors. You know, black, white, some pink, blue. Make sure that some colors repeat. You know, in here and here. Doesn't have to be everywhere. Just in different places. Yeah, these drawings are fucking awesome. So yeah, if I want some inspiration or something, I just like look at things like some cool lines, or like this one. Oh, look at these colors. Are like flat colors, and not the colors I will pick for sure, but somebody picked these colors and they look pretty cool. And I never done a piece like this where the characters on the it's just pink. It's always like skin tone, so maybe I could try this. Yeah, so this is good when you see these kind of books. And I have a bunch. Too many. Too many books. Yeah, one of my favorite is this guy called Lack. He also have a YouTube channel here, and he's called. I will say I'm pretty like inspired. I would say his color use, how he renders stuff, or yeah, the process of how he works. Not like master style, for example, like when I was like practicing compositions and values, I will, for example, like find like a good composition like this one, and then I'll put my iPad and I will do the shapes, and I will study these. Oh, look at the water, it's coming this way and it loops around, and I just look at things like that. It's like, oh wow, look at this, how things are being put in the front, in the back, create depth. Like this kind of stuff is pretty cool. So you got this perspective, and then you see how the colors start fading here, and you build it, but there's a rhythm, right, of water, lines in the back. It's like the flow of things. Yeah, that was it, the last one. So when I see stuff like that, even though some anatomy stuff, like I know that the art is amazing, but sometimes I see maybe the rib cage is not doesn't go there, or maybe this line should be like, meh. But it's okay. I mean, when you see the whole illustration, unless you are a trained artist, you just it's fucking awesome. Yeah. Like this stuff is super nice, right? Like the lighting at the top lighting. You know, if you get close, it's render, but it doesn't have to be like a crazy render, and the lines doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes maybe like there's like too much, but it's cool. You see these colors are nice, right? Maybe I can create a piece like that with a lot of contrast. We were talking about like colors, right? So this is like blue, cool colors, blue, and then the background is warm, but still like cool reds. So you get contrast. Yeah, that's a lot of things to see. I like this one a lot. Like I like the flow of this going up and then going down, and the way things flow. Like, yeah, the guy is amazing. I love his work. So. Yeah, I look a lot of shit. And sometimes when I'm in Japan, this is hentai. So, this is not for you, boys. This is not for you. This is not for you. For us. This is not the moment to show these. Anyway, I have a bunch of books. I have another one here. Lamb is another one. So yeah, I buy a lot of books and then I forget about checking them again. So this is a good time to check. Yeah, I have some spices too. There's always some spicy stuff. But yeah, stuff like this, like the flat color. Maybe I'll do that. I usually put some background with some textures. You know this texture here I usually use that in my illustrations too. I like some of the lighting, some of the options, the coloring. I love this kind of thing. So when I see this stuff, I'm like, I could do some character and added some crazy shit on top of that. You know, things like this. Then you can like, I like that he makes like a little heart inside the eye, like the iris is like a little heart. I could use that. And you see, it doesn't have to be that perfect. It doesn't have to be like perfect. It could be like a very rough and like a doodle, but with colors, and it works. So sketching is also pretty good. Like this one, right? Like the hints of like green, you know, the nails here and here. So there's a lot of cool stuff. And when I do my stuff, then I'm like, I like the colors. I remember the colors that I saw. Maybe like having like some yellow coming here, and then use this texture here as well. So we all fit from the same stuff. And I've been here for 3 hours. Okay, let's move forward. You bought accidentally. You bought yaoi. Come on, man. Just tell the truth. It's okay. We welcome everybody here. It's okay. No problem with it. What about the jungle? About jungle backgrounds? That's genre I haven't seen since the 90s. Jungle backgrounds. Oh, there's a. Some of them I bought in Japan. Some of them I bought at Anime Expo. I have a bunch that I bought in Japan. Yeah. This one I bought in Japan. Ebisu. It is amazing. This is the level you wanna reach with your drawings. Colors are like he's not the best at coloring, but drawings. If you can see this without the coloring, the colorings are like very like rough but solid. I will find some drawings of him here. The drawings are look at this shit. Are solid drawings. Look at this superhero shit. Panty shots. Backgrounds. Yeah, you see this and I'm like, I need to draw more, man. And that's how we get back from not drawing for like a month. You see all of these things like, yeah, man, this is nice stuff. Nice stuff. So I like to look at all like these things and to come back. It's solid, simple but solid. And that's a lot of drawings. Just amazing. Look at this. Ultraman Evangelion. This Iron Man. Kick-Ass. Look at this crap. This like Rhino. Bruh. So, yeah, I look at all this stuff and it's like, I suck. I need to draw more. But these guys, they don't have a life. Just kidding. Anyway, let's go with my shitty drawings. Well, I'll tell you how to draw things. Yeah. Alright. It's good, man. You don't have to feel bad. You have to just keep drawing and enjoying. I don't think these are bad, but so many things you can do. This is a big one. This one was 20 minutes. So yeah, I like to look at those like anime artists or Japanese artists or whatever, and then I like to look at more like a different ones that are more, I don't know, or I guess realistic or Western comic book stuff like that, or any kind of art, open to everything. Oh, yeah, they're like, see those books and like, damn it. But I think like to reach those levels, you just have to draw a lot and have fun with it. Because I have drawn a lot of stuff too, so I need to go back and have fun with it, whatever, and sketching. And that's why I haven't done a lot of covers. Since I did my last covers, I'm like, I'm good with the cover work for a while. I need to do my own things. They're like my sketches, my shit. So that balance is important. Commission's important, but your thing is also important. I need to buy all these books. You just buy little by little. The citrus. Oh, this is another one. I'm gonna get some water. Cachapa. Always cachapa. Well, tequeños are good. Damn, man. They make me choose. I think cachapa with the cheese. A good one. Una buena cachapa. So that's the book. And then sometimes I buy other kind of books. This guy is Tomer Hanukkah. It's Unknown Pleasures. So this book is amazing. The compositions, the colors. This is like another level. You see, you don't need to render a lot. You have to be good shapes. So yeah. Anyway. So many books. Finish this stuff. Cachapas, tequeños, arepas, they're all good. Yes. So, what were we talking about? Forgot about? I don't know. I lost my thoughts, my train of thought. You see, now after seeing the books that I saw, I'm like, oh yeah, remember you can do your lines to follow the form. It looks nicer. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you guys, by the way, for being here today. The live stream, we have been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Wow. Even got some baby food. Get some baby food. Pretty tasty. Hello. So I want to combine more these kind of drawings that I do, and then with some colors, because when I do digital, I tend to be pretty clean with my stuff. And I want to bring that. Oh man, that's some horrible toes. Let's fix those toes. Okay, here you go. And we don't like horrible toes. We want cute ones. Oh, midnight. Where are you? Where are you located, man? Yeah, don't worry. I'm probably gonna be finishing soon anyway. So you guys gonna go and draw now? Feeling inspired? Feeling like wanna draw something today? The lighting is getting kind of weird. Ooh, too dark. Too depressing. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go pretty soon. I think we are almost at the end. Yeah, I think we're at the end. Thought I had more drawings to do, but Yeah, I should try to do more of that. So tell me, guys, what is your plan for today? I think after this, I'm going to stretch, do some exercise. Probably gonna talk to my sister. Maybe I should go skate. This is Sunday though. I'd like to hang out with somebody. I haven't made any plans. That's the thing. I'm not that good making plans. I'm just doing like day by day. And sometimes it's not good because people are doing their things, and I'm like, oh man, I should have like contact this and please. Plans for the weekend. When you're an artist and you work on your own, every day is like a weekend. So I don't make that many plans. But I think I should. Oh yeah, I love skating. That's never gonna go away. I haven't skated in a long time, but that's why I'm saying, oh, I should go skate, get some cardio, move my ass. There you go. Delicious. Delicious. Yeah, I wanna play the Hollow Knight. Everybody's playing the game. Seems like a fun one too. Seems like a fun one. So, it's a little bird here. Little bird. Little bird. I was eating a pouch of juice, of a smoothie for babies. I don't know if it's for babies, but it's a nice pouch. Well, I think I talk a lot today. 3 hours of like japping away. Ah, it's a little butterfly. It's a little butterfly here. Alright. You have sun there. Yeah, dude. It's like only 4:45. 43. So we have sun till like 7:30. Which I love it. I love it! That's true. I need to make this more obvious. Yeah, we get some sun. Still need to clean my office from all this stuff from Burning Man, because I went to Burning Man and I have a bunch of shit to clean. I've been cleaning steadily, but it's a lot of work. It's more work cleaning than going there. Alright, I think we're kind of done here. Let's see. We did this one. Man, I wish I could zoom out a little bit. Cannot zoom out. Oh, we did this one. Yeah, my first time Burning Man. It was awesome. Got a lot of inspiration. Got a lot of fun. Got to meet people. Got to meet more people. Got to dance a lot. I danced a lot. I saw a bunch of cool art. Saw a lot of cool stuff over there. I worked my ass off, did a lot of exercise. We also did this. Little dancing. And now I have a big scanner. I'll be scanning these things and put it on Patreon and then on Instagram. Parangarukimi. What? Nani o itteru no yo, kisama? Ore wa souyuu na kotoba wakaranai yo. Sonna henna kotoba. Sonna hentai kotoba wa ore ga wakaranai zo. Oh yeah, I have Instagram, man. Of course I have Instagram. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have my Patreon, I have a bunch of stuff. I have my little shop too, where I sell lovely stickers and posters and cool stuff. Yeah, feel free to check it out. And these are older ones from previous sessions. I already posted these on Instagram. Thick and juicy. Thick and juicy. But yeah, I have my Instagram. Thick and juicy. Oh, look at it, thick and juicy. Look at this leg. Look at this leg. Thick and juicy. And some more here. Thick and juicy. I'm going backwards. Yeah, I'll make some more. I'll make some more Dex Max. A little bit juicy there. More juicy. It's okay. I only use Twitter X to post my work, and that's it. See some other people work. I don't say anything on Twitter or X. I don't get into any of that stuff. It's more like a social media tool. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hammy legs. Indeed. Indeed. Let the hams out. Probably all of these will go into my sketchbook. Yeah. See. I think we're done for today. I did some drawings. I come back later and do some more. But I need to work out. I need to move. I need to shake it. And some Faye Valentine too. Valentine, some chair action. Gotta be on that chair. Oh, bueno, gracias, doctor Alu. Me encanta que te haya servido de inspiración mi trabajo y ahora estés trabajando como artista. Me alegra. Me tienes que enseñar tu trabajo en el futuro. Sería bueno. Yeah, I'm gonna go too, guys. I think I'm done. I also need to go to the restroom. I need to live my life. And I think you guys did an amazing job here with me. We spent time, we shared time, we drew, we spent time together. It's been a while, so I'll try to do more often, and I'll be back. I like the blue pencil. Blue pencil's good, and so yeah, I think we're done here. I think we're done. So, like I said, I'm bigger now. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for spending time here. Make sure to check my website. I have a bunch of stickers, a bunch of cool stuff there. Limited, by the way. And make sure to draw. Make sure to keep working on your things. Be happy. Enjoy your Sunday. Do your things and make sure to leave a comment, please. A little comment. Just leave a little comment there. Leave some comments there, and I'll check it out. So, and that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll definitely see you very, 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 very soon. Yeah. I think that today I relearned how to draw. But I will draw some more. Alright, guys. See you next time. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, and keep rocking the world.